Okay, we are back. I've got my tea and we're gonna get started with talking about the law. So we've seen that God has made a law with his people, that God has given them parameters for being in a relationship with him. We look back and we see restrictive laws. We see you can't do this, you can't do this. If this happens, then you have to go outside the camp and then purify yourself and then come back in the camp. And so we see very restrictive. I know at least for Western people from Western cultures, were very much, and let's narrow down, Americans are very much about our independence. And so we get told something by the government and we're like, you can't tell me what to do. And so I look at the laws and I'm like, God says you can't do this and you can't do this and you can't do this. And it feels very restrictive. But if we think about the ancient Near Eastern person, which is the mindset and the culture that our original audience is from, the gods in nations surrounding are fickle. They're gods that are inconsistent. They are basically, you have to guess what the gods want and you have to make sacrifices based on what you think maybe the God wants, and then he may or may not bless you. And so there's this very unknown element of the gods, the multiple gods over the multiple things, from the surrounding countries. And so Canaanite religion, surrounding religions, like if your crops weren't going well, you should probably pray to the God of the crops and to the God of the rain and to the God of, what else needs, the sun, and to the God of the worms. And you need to pray and sacrifice and just hope that you're doing enough that the gods will respond. And so that's kind of the mentality that is in the surrounding nations. And so for God to come in and say, I want relationship with you. Here's how you do it. This is what I expect. In this circumstance, please do this. In this circumstance, please do this. And this is how I'll be consistent with you. This is what you can expect from me. This is what I expect from you. It's actually a very secure relationship. It's a very secure place to be as far as Israel is concerned.